We are back with the third edition of MMA Family Trivia. I am joined by co-host Danny Podolsky. How you doing, man?
Sergio, thank you so much for bringing me on. I'm doing great. I've been dying to get on this show, and we finally made it happen.
Yeah, these tend to be a lot of fun. We've had Ricky Simone and Vince Morales, UFC cousins. We had Orion and Louis Cosi, brothers. We also have another set of brothers joining us today. Without further ado, I'm going to bring the first one on here. It's UFC bantamweight Kevin Natividad. How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well, man. I'm super excited for this. We haven't talked in a little while. Overall, how are you doing? I know you're just going through a recovery. You just got your arm out of a sling, but overall, how are you doing? I guess on a personal side of things.
Well, I mean, overall, I guess I'm doing well. I am just like I just had surgery pretty recently to clean up everything on my elbow, and I basically just got a new elbow and a new arm. And, during the healing process, I've been very bored. Yeah, because I can't train. So it's been a lot of reading.
I can only imagine what it's like having to, you're training, you're in the gym 24/7, and then that switches, and now you're kind of forced to completely stop. You said you're reading. What else are you doing to kind of get your mind off the fact that you can't do things you normally would, like training?
Well, actually the biggest thing is instead of like when I would normally go and train, and this isn't even like getting my mind off of it, it's like keeping my mind in it. But I've been going to our gym and coaching some of the guys that are fighting soon. So even though I can't train, I could still watch and learn things and like break things down for myself as I coach and teach people how to do things. Break certain things down that I do and things that I think other guys would do. So I've still been learning. And besides that, I've been spending a lot more time with my fiance since I have a lot more free time. So that's been kind of nice. And I know she appreciates that too.
One of the people that you've also been able to spend time with is your brother, who had a huge fight as well. And without further ado, we're going to bring him on, Christian Natividad, who recently moved down to flyweight and it remains undefeated with a huge win. Christian, how you doing?
What's up, gang? I'm doing really good. Just super excited to be here and excited to see how much I know about this whole MMA thing.
I love it, man. I love it. It's fun because we're kind of putting you guys on the spot, how well you guys know about the UFC history, but also how well you guys know how well you guys know each other, which is what makes it super exciting. Before we jump into it, which one of you two has the edge, do you think?
Probably Kevin, just because every time I come home, he's doing like some kind of film study. So if he's doing some kind of film study, he has to know if that guy's been a champion or not. Me, if I'm not training, then I'm like looking at financing numbers, So it's he does a lot more studying than I do. And if he doesn't know,
my film study is when I'm bored. What I mostly do is read comics and anime. So I don't know how much film well, actually I don't know. We'll see. I might know more than I think I do.
This is going to be good then, because it could go either very well or very badly. Hopefully it goes extremely well. Which one of you two, like growing up, was more competitive, would you say?
I think my brother was.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say we're both pretty competitive, but
we are. But growing up, I was never seen as an athlete, or anything like that. So I had the typical I was bullied kind of thing. So, and then I especially growing up a little bit, I reflected that a little bit on my brother, and because of that, he was always competitive. On certain things. I think the only thing I was really competitive with was video games.
Kevin, how did you get into MMA if you didn't have sort of the typical background?
If I didn't have what?
If you didn't like come from like like how did you sort of get into fighting? This is my question.
Oh, well, that's actually the thing is that like I've always wanted to do it. You know, I've always like you'll find little pictures of me as a kid doing like these weird karate stances. Like I've always wanted to be a martial artist. If you want to root it back to like Dragon Ball that I used to watch, or Power Rangers, or anything remotely violent, I was just like, oh, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And then there's even like old Asian movies, like Iron Fist was a big one. Or Iron Monkey is what it was called. I used to watch that, and like some of my favorite like comic book characters are like Iron Fist, and I'm actually happy that Shang-Chi's out now too. So like a lot of that for me is what wanted me to get into it. But initially, what got me started was fighting a lot back home and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I love it. I love it. Obviously, jiu-jitsu, your fighting background, that doesn't matter when you guys are going head-to-head in trivia. But either way, we are going to have a tail of the tape. So I'm going to quickly put this together here. Let's go. So we've got Christian Natividad, 24 years of age, 5'5", 125 pounds, 69.5-inch reach. Then we've got Kevin Natividad, 28, 5'6", 135 pounds, 70-inch reach. So slight weight advantage goes to Kevin here, but all of that is irrelevant. Weight, reach, but all of that's irrelevant in trivia. How weird is it seeing you guys head-to-head on a tail of the tape like that?
Oh, not weird at all. We go head to head every time we're at practice, so
That's
no
also
difference.
true.
All right, I love it. We're going to quickly go over the rules here, and then we'll jump right into it. So you got 30 seconds will be provided to each contestant per question. If you pass, the other contestant will have the opportunity to answer. Points will be given for each correct answer. You won't lose any for any incorrect answers. Every second question, actually ignore that one. That one's no longer relevant. Biting, eye gouging, fish hooking, or low blows. That's pretty self-explanatory. Use of third-party resources is prohibited. And obviously, trash talk is both encouraged and recommended. I can't wait to see how this plays out. All right, let's open this thing up.
Got rid of the eye gouging. That's
So
a big part of my plan.
I'm a younger sibling, so as a younger sibling, I'm going to offer Christian the option to be an orange or a pineapple, whichever he prefers.
Ooh, I'll be the pineapple.
Pineapple, which means Kevin will get to go first.
Pineapple pretzel, Pinoy pounder.
So we've got 4 categories here. We've got MMA history, so this is related to any sort of history, mostly UFC. Then we've got geography, which we'll name a fighter like George St. Pierre, and you just have to list what country he's from. Literature, this is guessing fighter nicknames. So we'll give you a nickname, and you have to tell us who it belongs to. And lastly, chemistry, and this is how well you guys know each other. So I'll ask, Kevin a question about Christian and vice versa. You guys have any questions?
No. I think I'm good.
All right, so because Christian gets to pick the fruit, Kevin, you get to pick the category.
Let's start. We'll go. I'm gonna be a little safe. No, I'm not. Let's go MMA history 300.
All right.
Gonna gauge it.
All right. First question: which Hawaiian has the most UFC wins of all time?
Oh God. And I have 30 seconds to answer this.
Yeah.
One that has the most wins. Oh my gosh, I want to say Max, but I don't think it's Max.
Is that your final answer?
He's the only one I can think of. The only other person I can think of who's been in it for a bit is like Brad.
So it is Max Holloway.
Max?
So Max has 18, Brad has 14, BJ has 12. So you got it right.
I thought it was Brad Tavares.
Yeah, I thought it was too. When I was doing the research, I was like, I know it could be. I think it could be Brad, but he has the most fights. Max has more wins.
Yeah.
Is it updated from last night? Because he got another win last night.
Yep, it's updated from last night.
Gotcha.
Oh, looks like we lost. Kevin, are you still there? Oh, we may have lost him. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, perfect. Your camera's off, but we can hear you. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
All right, Christian, you're up.
All right.
Did I get that one?
You did. Yeah, it was Max.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try easy literature for 100.
The
That's
diamond.
easy. Dustin Poirier.
Boom. All right. So obviously, if you guys haven't noticed yet, the harder, the more the value, the harder the question.
Yeah.
That being said, it goes back to you now, Kevin.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna go geography for 200.
Geography for 200. Umar Nurmagomedov. What country is he from?
Gosh. The only thing I want to say is Russia, but that's not really specific.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
there we go. All right, Christian, ball's back in your court.
All right, I'm gonna go chemistry for 500.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, okay. He's trying to play catch up now.
What is the fastest finish of Kevin/Christian's career?
So this would be about Kevin.
So is this just professionally?
No, professionally or amateur.
Okay, this is way harder for me because Kevin has like triple the fights I have. Oh shoot, I got no idea. How much time do I have left?
It's zero. That's zero.
Okay. I don't even remember the guy's name, but I'm gonna say Kevin's. What's his name? Kevin's first fight of his MMA career as an amateur. I don't remember his name though, so I can't even answer it.
Boom. 1 minute. Calvin Nakamoto.
Calvin Nakamoto.
Calvin
Remember,
Nakamoto. Which one is that? Oh, that's your.
Remember
flyweight
my
match, right?
flyweight debut. That was I went down with
shoot.
flying triangle.
Yeah. Shoot. I didn't even know it was a
That's
minute.
why I need to bring my jiu-jitsu back. I know, it was
I don't
quick.
think I was
Like-
there. That's why.
No,
And
you
then-
weren't. You were in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yours was Jose Holguin, 29 seconds.
Oh yeah, that was so recent. Kevin would have got that.
I remember that one.
Boom.
Dang, I
All
should
right.
have got public points. Let's go MMA history for 200.
Who is the only fighter in history to have claimed each of the following titles? Strikeforce, UFC, Bellator, and Invicta.
Cyborg. Chris Cyborg Santos.
Boom.
Yeah,
That was 200, and you are orange, right?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh, he's pulling away here.
Ah, he is. I'll do literature for 200. That's
The
Brandon
assassin date.
Moreno.
Boom.
Brandon Moreno. All right.
Ooh.
All right,
I'll
Kevin.
go literature 300. Kai Kamaka.
Kai Kamaka. There it is.
Kai Boy Kamaka. The third.
All right.
His dad was player too. Maybe I should have been more specific.
So based off my how I'm trending. Literature is the way to go, so I'm gonna go literature 400, and I'm not gonna get it. I bet. Babyface. I know who this is. He's a flyweight. I don't know his name though. I don't know his name. He's a flyweight though. I gotta pass on it.
All right, Kevin, you've got a chance. Can you think of it? Do you know who it is?
I know him. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Starts with a J, doesn't it?
Ryan Benoit.
Or no, am I thinking of the right guy? Ryan Benoit. Okay, yeah.
He's a
I was
flyweight,
thinking of
right?
the wrong name.
Yeah, he's a flyweight.
Dang. Yeah.
Ryan
Alright,
Benoit.
lost the opportunity.
Dang.
There we go. It's back on you now. Oh, did we lose him again?
Yeah, it looks like his thing is frozen.
Yeah, it looks like we lost him again.
I should have done my homework before I came here.
Yeah, yeah, there he is. All right, man, it's back in your court there, Kevin.
What's up? Am I back on?
Yep, you're back on here.
All right, I'm waiting for the page to load. Sorry. Okay. Literature or geography? No, I'm gonna go MMA history for 400.
All right. Who has the most finishes in UFC bantamweight history?
UFC bantamweight history, the most finishes. Out of everyone in bantamweight. Uriah Faber?
Boom.
Yeah.
With 6. Okay.
He has to.
He was the only one just because he's been in it for a long time. And I know he finishes people more often than Dominick Cruz. So
I didn't get that one. I thought it was TJ Dillashaw. That would have been my
I was
guess.
thinking TJ Dillashaw.
that would have been my only other option. But yeah, Uriah Faber was like my first choice.
Yeah, it's funny because I had we did this last time, and one of the questions was who had the most strikes in bantamweight history, and that was TJ Dillashaw. So I think
do you guys know how many finishes TJ Dillashaw has?
I'm not sure. I should have listed like the top 3.
Yeah. No.
Was most of his finishes by guillotine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought of Uriah Faber because he's pretty notorious for that.
Yeah, I thought it was weird because I know he's bumped up. He's fought at featherweight before too, so I wasn't like when I saw that I was kind of shocked. I thought it would be TJ as well.
Good point. I forgot about that. Shoot.
All right, so we're down by 1,100 here, Christian. So
Yeah, some catching up to do, but there's a lot of other categories. I'm gonna go MMA history 100.
List all 4 UFC flyweight champions.
All 4 UFC. So we got Demetrius Johnson, Henry Cejudo, Figgy, and Brandon Moreno.
boom.
All right.
I think you actually named them in order too.
Said that in order too. Yeah.
Hey, that's double points right there.
There we go. All right, Kevin, back in your court.
Let's go chemistry 300. I haven't done one of those yet.
How many pro finishes does Kevin/Christian have? That's asking for Christian.
2.
This chemistry stuff is like very, very different.
That was 300. Yeah.
Yeah. About to go chemistry again.
The slow and steady wins the race, so I'm gonna go geography for 100. Brazil.
Brazil.
Brasilia.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Let's go MMA history for 500.
He's trying to put it away early.
Yeah. Trying to get that. Trying to stay away from the judges' scorecards.
Which bantamweight had the longest title reign in UFC history?
UFC history. UFC champions at 135. Cody and did TJ have the longest?
Dominick Cruz.
Oh wait, I should have answered it. Dang it.
Dang it.
1,117 days.
Dang.
But
okay.
4 of those years were on the sidelines.
Inactive? Yeah, okay, that makes sense too. I was thinking of active years.
Is that just UFC, or is that including WC?
This is UFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was like with knee injuries for a long time, right? And then Heaton Burrell was champ for or interim champ for a while.
Yep. Yeah, so he was out for a very long time.
All right.
Have you guys
Oh, good.
Have you guys ever had a layoff like that? I know Dominic had like 4 years off, and I think Christian, you had a couple of years off there as an amateur as well. What's it like getting back in there after like a long layoff?
So I was out for just a year and a half, so pretty close to 2 years. But to be honest, it didn't really feel too different. I was more so excited. I think the biggest difference was coming back into the gym, just because I was scared to re-injure my knee. I had that back thought, just like being afraid to like get inside some scrambles, bend my knee too much, and have to go through the entire process again. Overall, as a fight though, I mean, I felt like it was pretty much the same.
All right, and what about you, Kevin? I know you're recovering now, but have you had a long layoff as well? Oh, we lost him again.
He hated your question, I think.
Yeah, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. Just moved on. But you know what? I'm done with this question. Let's jump off here for a bit.
He's going back and forth between the Safari and the
Chrome.
Zoom call. He's searching up all these answers right now. He's looking at his cheat sheet.
Okay, we've got a question here and coming in. I'm going to pull this question up. We have a question here from the public. What do you imagine the flyweight division evolution will be with Brandon Moreno at the helm?
What do I think it's going to be like?
Yeah.
Well, I only think the flyweight division is going to get more competitive now. I mean, I feel like it's a little small right now, but there are still there's a lot of great fighters at 25, and right now, especially with Brandon Moreno, like, yeah, it's only gonna get tougher. Like, I remember him too training back because he used to train at Fight Ready. That's when I met him. Yep. He's back in like 2015. Like, he's
we lost him again.
We lost him again. And for you, I guess while we wait for his Wi-Fi to come back, I mean, obviously, like he said, there's not much depth there. As a flyweight that's coming up, you're arguably on the doorstep of maybe even a UFC. You've got a better record than a lot of the guys in the UFC, even though you're still so early in your career. Does that excite you, knowing that it's so shallow that you might even get a chance?
You know, I've said it many times before. I'm not in any rush to be in the UFC at all. I kind of want to pick off from the question about Brandon Moreno being the champion. I thought Figgy was unstoppable. You know, I think he's a stud on the feet, on the ground, pretty much in every MMA aspect. And with Brandon Moreno just running over him, it just shows that I mean, the game is definitely growing. And by the time I get to the UFC, I think I'm going to be fighting Brandon Moreno here in the next within 3 years. And that just knowing it, time has been flying by. So 3 years is right around the corner. If you um, just with how fast time is flying. It's already been a year since I've made my professional debut. So, and by the time I fight Brandon Moreno, if he's still the champion, then we got a new champion on our hands.
So Kevin, we lost you partway through it. So Christian kind of took over there and answered his aspect of it. But as someone who knows Brandon, like you said, you've met him before. Is it exciting when someone you know becomes champion?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, especially with Brandon in particular, like it's kind of motivating in a way, you know, just because like I remember seeing him like being, what is it, the last seed on the Ultimate Fighter, and you know, getting cut and then reworking his way back up and then getting re-signed and finally getting to become the champion. Like, at least for me and how everything is going right now, it's pretty motivating, you know. And it's even more motivating considering I know, like, I only know him, like, I don't want to say like I know him like crazy, but it's just because we've trained together, you know. And like it's a different kind of friendship when you can punch somebody in the face and still talk after, you know, like be cool and everything. So it was a pretty cool thing to see.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Motivation.
Yeah,
because like when you see people do that kind of stuff and you don't even know them, it's cool, right? But when you actually know the person, it just brings kind of like a different perspective. Like it's, for me, it was way more motivating than if anybody else was to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even remember where we left off. Who went last?
I think I.
Oh yeah,
I think
he messed up on the doctor's question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Christian, you're up.
All right. So slow and steady, chemistry 100.
Here we go.
What is Kevin/Christian's MMA nickname? So what's Kevin's nickname?
Quicksand. All right. Another 100 points, baby.
There it is.
Christian, I like that one, the hole-in punch. I don't think I knew that, but that's cool.
Yeah. The only people that missed the point pounder, and I have a lot of Facebook and Instagram messages asking like, "Yo, what happened to the point pounder?" And I think it's a good nickname. I think it's very unique, and I mean, no one really has it. But the only people that could really relate to it are people from Hawaii. Most people don't know what it is, and on Twitter, when I made my professional debut, everyone was like, "The boy pounder," and I don't know. I just I think the Hawaiian punch suits my style a little bit better, anyways.
You know, especially the way how Christian fights right now too. As an amateur, Christian was wrestling a lot, right? And if you ever watch videos of people making poi, like it looks like they're doing like hammer fists with the stone. So every time Christian would get on top of anybody, I would just be like, "Give him the poi pounder, give him the poi pounder," and like everybody loved it. So like my coaches and everybody, they thought it was funny, and they don't even know originally what it means. So that's where that came from.
Huh. I didn't even know it was Poi Panda. I know that was your handle, but I didn't realize that was your nickname at one point.
Yeah, it was for my first 3 fights, and I literally just changed it. I want to say about 4 weeks ago. just because of Captain, the guy that's always with Henry Cejudo, the one that wears those fancy glasses. Whenever the media would come around, he would market me as the Hawaiian Punch, and I was like, dang, I like that. I like that a lot. And then it just stuck.
I love it. I love it. All right. Next question. We're back with Kevin.
Let's go chemistry 400.
Who did Christian face in their pro MMA debut?
Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, it was that jiu-jitsu guy. Oh no, I forgot his name. I can't remember. Michael.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Good thing I didn't pick that because I didn't remember yours either. All right. I got to steal the chemistry for 200.
The two of you have competed on the same card blank number of times.
This
Pro
is just,
and amateur.
Okay, just MMA, right?
Yeah.
2. Right, 2. Yeah. All right.
What is it like? I mean, I know the 2 times you guys shared a card, you both won, but what is it like sharing a card with your brother?
I think it's fun. I think it's fun just because like there's this certain.
Oh, we lost him again. So all right, well, I'll let you answer it until he's ready. But yeah, what's it like sharing a card with him? I'm sure there's extra pressure and everything with 2 of you needing the win.
So no extra pressure on me. Just more pressure on my brother and vice versa for him. I'm pretty sure just because you're worrying about each other prior to the fight. You know, you're hoping that they win, and that kind of sets the tempo for whoever's fighting second. But every time we did compete with each other, we competed MMA twice and Fight to Win, which is jiu-jitsu, once, and we won every single time. So it's there's like some kind of trend every time we compete on the same card, and that trend is we always win. So I've said it before, but maybe we should be fighting on every single card together so we win every single fight from here on out.
And what's it like for you? Yeah, what's it like for you? I mean, obviously you typically go second, so extra pressure. You got to watch him fight, and then you're the second one up.
Well, like for me, that's exactly the thing. Is that like there's a certain amount of like stress when we're going out and we're watching each other fight. Like there's already stress when you're in the corner of like one of your teammates. So like going out there for your brother, it heightens it even more. And the nice thing about it is that after you watch him go, I get to go out there and release it myself. So especially after like watching Christian win, like there's normally just anxiety when I go out there and fight on my own, but after watching Christian win, it kind of like gets rid of it a little bit, and it Christian wins, so I'm just like, oh, shoot, so I can win too,
Yeah,
At least that's how I felt the last 2 times. Well, the only 2 times we fought on the same card.
And then we're back with you, Kevin, right? Yeah, so you're up next. You can kind of essentially put it away here if you get one of these big ones.
I'm gonna go for a big one then. Let's go literature 500.
Boom.
Ooh, it's a good one. The Tibetan Eagle. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Tibetan Eagle. Oh my gosh. Tibetan Eagle.
Never heard that, bro.
What's the name of that guy? He's jacked. Didn't he? The guy I'm thinking of just fought Rory McDonald in I think it's wrong, but
Yeah, it's wrong.
oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh god, I don't know.
He's a UFC flyweight. He's a UFC flyweight.
Okay.
No
I was
idea.
like, shoot, I don't even know. That's a tough one.
That's why it was for 500 points.
Makes sense.
All right, geography 300.
Volkan Ozdemir.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Russia.
Switzerland.
Dang.
Well,
Ow.
I need to get both of these 400 and 500 to tie it up.
Yeah, but Kevin gets to take one first. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's kind of over here. But anyway, we may as well finish it up. So Kevin, which one do you want?
I'm gonna go geography 500.
Yeah.
Trevin Jones.
Trevin Jones. Where is he from? Trevin Jones. I mean, if it's 500, I can't just assume that he's from America. Oh my god, I don't know. What if we go? What? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Everybody's gonna watch this and be like, what are you talking about? Am I out of time?
Yes.
Oh, dang it, I'm out of time. Shoot. I don't know. Guam. Of course he is.
We've got
Dang.
win the gold for the Kevin squad.
All right. Kevin's.
There we go. We've got 400 here. Christian, which one of these many options do you want?
Sure. It's a hard
I
choice.
recommend
Dealer's
geography
choice.
400.
JP Bays.
I honestly, I have no idea who that is. So I'm just gonna go with the wild guess of the United States of America. Go America.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Close. Wow. Whoa. Okay, cool.
So there it is. Man, thank you guys so much for that. That was a blast. Yeah, I mean it didn't end up being as close as I hoped it would be. But I'm going to blame it on the questions. You know, I think those chemistry questions were a bit unfair. Like you said, Kevin is 3 times.
Yeah, I mean,
I had to represent for the Kevin squad. Thank you. I want to thank my family, Christian, the Kevins around the world, and especially that Kevin.
So, Danny, I guess before we end it, do you have any questions for them?
Yeah, I think just Christian, with you, how quickly can we see you get back out there? You look great in your last fight. And for Kevin, how soon are you able to get back to training?
Yeah, so for me, to be honest, I think you're gonna see me at least 2 more times this year, which is I hopefully have some news in the near future. Just stay tuned, and I have one towards the end of the year, which for a lot of my nearby fans, I'll go ahead and announce it now. But we're coming back in Arizona, December. I think it's December 10th. I think I'm already set on that card. So everyone in Arizona on the West Coast, make sure you guys buy some tickets.
I love it.
And for me, even if I wanted to, I'm suspended for 6 months because of the surgery. So the only kind of training I'm gonna get, or for fights anyway, the only kind of training I'm gonna get in is probably to help out Chris for fight camp, and I don't know. I'll probably go back to Extreme or like to Vegas a lot here and there. The soonest they said is maybe like 3 months, but apparently I'm healing really well. So I'm hoping a little sooner, but I'm not rushing it.
That's I mean, it's good to hear. One thing that we talked about when I interviewed you was you were working with a mental coach to kind of overcome some hurdles. Is that something you're still doing, and how big has that been, especially now during the time where you're off?
Oh yeah, I'm actually going to talk to him tomorrow. He's been a big help with everything, and just for not just like the mental game in the sport, but just for like growth mentally as well. It's like helping me like see things from a different perspective that I haven't really in a while, or like ever. So yeah, it's been a great I think it was a great decision I made to start seeing him, and I kind of wish I had reached out to a mental coach a while ago.
And then I'll ask one last one here for the both of you. I have two brothers myself, and I'm very close. I live with my older brother. The two of you live together in Arizona. What's that like, being so close to one another? Not just emotionally, but also you're physically very close.
Our schedules are so different that we hardly ever see each other, even though we live together. So like, it's funny, and like I haven't been training at Fight Ready as much since like, so my elbow was already screwed up the last few weeks, and one of my teammates at Arizona Combat Sports getting ready for a Muay Thai fight. So I just been doing a lot of Thai boxing with him. So all my training after the fight was at AZ Combat, and I haven't trained with Christian in like what feels like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, he didn't
Besides
help me out for
jiu-jitsu.
this last round.
I couldn't. Well, it was short notice too, and like I didn't have an elbow for me to train with you. Like the only thing I could really do is like a little bit of jiu-jitsu, which I was already handicapped, and like when we're doing Thai boxing, I'm not really punching, I'm mostly kicking, so it's kind of easier. And I was like, screw it, I'm gonna screw up my elbow anyway, or they're gonna fix my elbow. I might as well just get as many rounds kickboxing as I can.
And then
I don't know, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna. There was a pause there. I was just gonna say, and the same thing for you, Christian. What's it like? I'm a younger brother too, so I can only imagine what it's like to have your older brother there for you at this stage in your career.
Yeah, so pretty much what my brother said. I barely ever see him, so it's kind of tough because we're not even training together. Every time when I'm at the house, I meet him upstairs in my room sleeping, or
That's because he's got to wake up early for work.
So, but other than that, prior to having these crazy schedules, it's ultimately good because he pretty much keeps me in check. So an example is if I have to run an extra mile, 2 miles to get that weight down, I mean, he keeps me in check and he's like, hey, you gotta go run, instead of me just, if I get a text message from my coach saying like, hey, go run, I could just say, oh, I didn't read it. If Kevin's talking to me, then I can't say, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's usually more subtle than that too, or not even subtle, but it's normally like it goes both ways. Like either me or Christian will go up to each other and we'll walk into the room and be like, "Did you run today?" Like,
or
I'm about to.
It's usually what's your weight? What's your weight?
Oh yeah, what's your weight? Like
Gosh,
I don't know.
What I have right now.
Or you didn't check? No, you should probably check. And it's like, okay, I'll go check.
All right, man. Well, we
eating Chick-fil-A every night. Yeah, I know.
we appreciate both of you for taking the time. Obviously, congrats again, Christian, for your huge win. Still undefeated. And Kevin, I can't wait to see your recovery. And I'm glad to see things are going well with your coach and everything, your mental coach. And man, I can't wait to catch up in the near future with the two of you. And thanks again. Kevin's actually the first older relative to win. Usually it's the younger ones that win. So you can hold your head up high. You won this one. But we'll do this again, and maybe Christian will come out on top.
It's the weight advantage, man. Thank you guys.
I'm just bigger right now. I haven't been dieting, that's why.
It's that reach advantage and size advantage.
Well, I don't have an arm right now, so I don't know how much. All right, guys.
All right, thank you guys very much.